This is the booklet you will pick up at Saddle Mountain on Thursday. Inside are the attestation forms, and every day you'll fill out the date, Morris shot, your student's name, parent signature, and the temperature of your child. These are the questions that you have to ask if your student has any of these symptoms or has COVID, in close contact, tested, you have to be able to answer no to all of these questions. You take this, you fill it out, and then you put it in the lanyard. Student comes to school with the attestation form. Mask on, attestation form in the lanyard. Pink lanyard for more shot. This is where the buses will drop you off. You will be dropped off right next to the school. When you get dropped off, come directly to our school, but do not come to the front door. But when you come here, do not go to the front door. Go this way and make your way to the playground. Once on the playground, we don't go and play. We go to our dots. These are the yellow dots. If you have a yellow dot on your lanyard, that means you wait on the yellow dots. That is kindergartners. And this is the yellow door. So we have to come in. Students need to come into the doorway, and then we'll have our temperature checked. Show them your attestation form. Can I go?
Have you been feeling sick at all?
No,
no.
Nope.
You're good.
Okay, and then I can go to my classroom. So I'll go directly to my classroom if I'm in Miss Perez's or Miss Carvo's class. Red group waits on the red dots and goes in and gets checked in the back door. Purple group, it's around the other side. This door in the back. We have sanitizer, and if students forget their masks, we can give them a mask. Inside the building, there are arrows to show you what side you walk on and to give you an idea of how far of space you need to be from the next person. Each arrow is 6 feet apart. In the classroom, each of the spaces will be set, and you will have a special spot. Everyone will have a designated seating area, and all the seats are more than 6 feet apart. If you are late and school has already started, you should come to the office. If you do need to come into the building, this will take your temperature and say whether you have a mask on. You need to sign in, sanitize. Do not enter the office, talk to the secretaries through the plexiglass. Each parent will have a picture of their student with a pink background, and that's going to help us identify in the car what student is picked up by what parent and who are the Morris Shot students. This is the back bus loop This is where parent pickup and drop-off is. If you are a high school student driving your siblings, you will come through this loop and drop off here. If you're walking, you will come right here. This is the place you will come if you do not come on the bus. Everyone will come this way if they do not come on the bus. And we will leave this way as well. The bus kids will go out to the buses on the other side, and the walkers and parent pickups will wait on Adopt and wait here. And we will be waiting for our sibling to come pick us up or our parent to come pick us up. If the parent or sibling drives up here or comes through here, you will tell us what student you are, and then we will go with you. If the parent comes up, it's going to be very helpful to have a pink picture to show that you are a part of Moorshot. Okay, if you are dropping off or picking up your student, and let's say you're coming down Government, you could turn, and probably I would suggest turning the road before down towards Saddle Mountain. But if not, you can turn onto Boundary, but unless you are parking at the high school, you cannot go directly to the school down Boundary. You cannot go to the parking lots along Boundary. Along Boundary is where the buses will go. This is where the buses are going to be. So, if I am dropping off or picking up a student and I am a high schooler, or even if I am a parent, either way, I am going to need to turn here down this street. I need to turn to drop off and pick up my younger student. The buses are the ones who are coming down here, unless I'm a high school student. If I'm a high school student, I can come down here and park, but I cannot drop my younger sibling off here. If I'm a high school student, I cannot come up here and park and then walk my student down that way. I do not want any students walking across Boundary. You can only come up to the high school and park if you're going to stay up at the high school. If you have to drop off a younger student, if you have to drop off an elementary school student, you're going to need to do that first at the elementary drop-off point or pickup. You're going to have to pick up there. You cannot come drop off or pick up at the front door. You can't drop off and pick up at the front door. This is where the buses will be. The buses will be all along this road. You cannot drop or pick up elementary school students here. You cannot park or drop off or pick up elementary school students here. You need to instead have turned down Saddle Mountain. This is where the cars should go, unless you're a high school student. This is where the cars should go, or like I said, you could have not turned down Boundary, but actually just come directly down Riverview. So Riverview is this road right here in front of Saddle Mountain Elementary. This is where the pickup and drop off cars will go. So if even if I'm a high school student dropping off my younger sibling, I first have to come here, and I'm going to come into the loop. There will be no buses here. There's actually just going to be cars picking up and dropping off, and a whole big line of cars will be here, and you'll follow your line of cars and you'll get your student to where they need to be, which for Moorshot will be down here. You'll follow the line of cars, and then here is where you will pick up and drop off your student. If I'm dropping off, I just pull up, maybe I show my pink card to let them know this is a shot kid. But on drop-off, you don't really need to do that. I would just drop off my student, and the student would go directly to their red, purple, or yellow lines right from here. If I'm picking up, that's when I definitely need to grab that card, and maybe I just keep it up here for safekeeping, and then it's always up there. I mean, you could tape it to the window, but I feel like that would get annoying. So just keep it up in the visor, and then when you need to, you pull it out and you'll show, hey, I need my student. They will see the pink, they will see the picture, and they will send your student out to you. Your student will be just lined up right there to pick up, and they'll pick you up. They'll send the student to your car. And then there'll be a long line of cars, and you will come back out around, and then exiting, probably the best way to exit would be to then turn down Priest Rapids and get out of the traffic as much as possible. And then if you're a high school student, you could then go back up and around back to Boundary to go park. So you're going to need to leave yourself a little bit of extra time, but remember, it'll only be about half the amount of kids coming in the AM or the PM. So hopefully it'll be a little bit less traffic. And that's it.
¿Cómo vamos a alistarnos para la escuela todos los días? So, primero, niñita, toma tu temperatura. Y mientras ella está tomando su temperatura, yo voy a revisar cierra la boca. Right? Las preguntas que tengo que revisar a diario antes de mandar a mi hija de la escuela. A ver, ¿ya está? Ok. All right, so, a ver, Chabela, ¿tienes tos? Are you coughing? No. ¿Calentura? No, no tiene. ¿Te duele la garganta? Is your throat sore? No. All right. How about the rest of your body? Is it sore? No. All right. So I'm going to go through all the questions. Voy a revisar todas las preguntas. No las tengo que preguntar. Yo soy su mamá. Yo sí sé cómo se siente, ¿verdad? Pero después voy a llenar ya la hoja para mandar con ella a la escuela. So la fecha de hoy es el 2 de diciembre. So I'm going to, after I go through all the questions, I'm her mom. I know I don't have to ask her every time. I'm going to fill out the form with the date, the school, her name, my signature, and her temperature that I just took. So después de revisar todas las preguntas, yo voy a llenar esta hoja con la fecha, la escuela, su nombre de ella, mi nombre, mi firma y la temperatura que saqué en el termómetro aquí, 98.5. Y ya, lo voy a doblar y cada niño va a tener algo así con el color de su escuela y lo voy a meter para que puedan ver que está lleno y ella lo va a sacar cuando llegue a la escuela. Lo voy a poner encima para que todos ven que yo sí hice mi trabajo y ella está lista para ir a la escuela. La voy a mandar con su máscara, ¿verdad? Y se va a ir a la escuela. Si va en el autobús, se va a ir con su máscara todo el tiempo, ¿verdad que sí? Pero yo la voy a llevar, así que no lo tiene que poner hasta que llegue ahí. Right. Y lo voy a hacer 3 veces porque tengo 3 hijos todos los días.
If you're in the AM cohort, you should get there at 7:45. You should not get there at 7:30. School will start around 8, so you've got 15 minutes or so in there to drop off and get through the attestation. Then we will dismiss at 10:30. They'll be on the buses or ready to be picked up around 10:45. So if you're picking up your student, please pick them up a little before 10:45. Same thing with the PM. Don't get there before 12. That's when we'll start bringing kids into the school. We don't want kids just running around the school before classes start. And then again, they'll be ready to pick up between 2:45 and 3 o'clock. Students have to wear masks. They need to wear their lanyard. They need to have their attestation form. If you don't have your attestation form, you will be called, and the first time we'll just call, but after that, you may have to come into the school for attestation. So please do not forget your attestation each day. If you feel sick or cannot answer those questions, you should not come to school. So when you're coming to school, this is boundary. This is more shot right here. This is the school right here. And this is boundary. In the past, parents have tried to drop off right here, right in front of the school. This will not be a place to drop off. This is where the buses will be. The buses will all be along boundary. So if you are a high school student, you can drive up here to park at the high school, but you cannot come up here and drop your student off and have them walk. We cannot do that. You need to turn here on Saddle, I think this is Saddle Mountain, and go through here. This is where you drop off students, right here in front, or in the back, actually. In the back of the school, you will literally drive your car down here. There's a stop sign. Take a right. You'll drive through this. There'll probably be a bunch of cars here. And then you'll drop your student off. This is where you'll show your picture if you're picking up. Drop your student off, come back, and then exit out this way. Don't probably try and come back down this way. Exit off to the left. So if you're picking up, same thing. Come around here. You can park your car here. Do not get out of your car. Hold the picture up, and the student will come to you. Do not get out of your car to pick up or drop off. This is where the buses will be. And this is an aerial view of where students will line up. The red group, the yellow group, and the purple group will line up 6 feet distance on a dot and come in and get their temperature checked. This is where you'll pick up or drop off students, and students will be staged right here when they're getting picked up, again, 6 feet apart.